Also, you should just do somewhere like you turn off subs and you just let them type for free. You know what I mean? For the people who can't afford to.
Can you turn off subs?
Or you should do one where you put it on non-follower mode and just let anyone have a chance.
Okay, babe.
Let them go crazy.
If I had a nickel every time MrBeast got tied to some sketchy lottery-style moment on stream, I'd already have a solid stack. And yeah, it just happened again. This all goes back to that huge video where 50 streamers competed for $1 million. On paper, it sounds crazy in the best way. The setup was simple but chaotic. 50 streamers locked in one space, grinding until only a few remained. When it got down to the final contestants, they went live so everyone could watch it play out in real time. No edits, no cuts, just raw action. That should have been the peak, but it started to feel stretched. The final stage, which should have taken about an hour, dragged close to 2. Instead of a clean ending, it turned into contestants missing slingshot shots over and over. It got awkward fast. At one point, they were just throwing random objects, hoping something would hit. The whole thing lost its rhythm. What should have been intense turned into a slow, messy finish. YourRAGE still won, but getting there didn't feel smooth. The energy dropped, and the ending just felt off. Then things shifted again. After the event, YourRAGE went live talking about giving away $1 million to fans. At first, it sounded like a great move, but it didn't stay that simple. Clips started spreading, especially on Reddit, and people began questioning it. Some described it as a subscribe for a chance to win setup.
I'm gonna lie, MrBeast, off the rip,
Yeah.
my mod team needs 150K.
Okay.
Like, yo, Gio. Gio, that's my head mod.
Yeah.
He delegates everything. Gio, 150 bands straight to you. Giovanni straight to you, and you delegate that throughout the mod.
Wait, can we call Gio? Can we call him? Hey, you're giving away around 408,000 now.
I'm about to give away. It's about to be 588.
Okay. What are we thinking? Another 100 G's? Okay.
It's to be 100 G's, but
What do they have to do?
not gonna lie, bro, I have people. I don't want to say slaving because that's a bad word.
Whoa.
But I have my editor that has been editing my crazy hours. He ruins his sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Ruins. He be missing mosque days to go to the mosque because he's too busy editing for me. Yo, Abdi, Barnes, editing team, $100,000. At the end, I do want to save a certain amount of bread for my manager. So we got to make sure we know where the heck we going, because without him, a lot of the explosion that we have, a lot of the
Maybe go ahead and do it now so you don't forget.
Just do it now. Yo, Cam. How much we giving Cam, chat? The manager.
50 G's?
I think 50 is.
Cam, you want a $50,000 bonus?
That's when everything changed. What felt like a community giveaway started looking tied to subscriptions. And that's where things get serious. There's a real concern about this crossing into illegal lottery territory. A giveaway becomes risky if it includes prize, chance, and consideration. That last part means people have to pay to enter, and that's why subscriptions matter. If entry is tied to subscribing, even indirectly, it raises questions. There should be a free way to enter. Without that, things start looking questionable. Then there's a key moment. During the stream, YourRAGE tells a mod to turn off sub-only mode. That suggests it may have been active before. If that's true during the giveaway, it could mean access was limited. That alone doesn't prove anything, but it explains why people started paying attention.
Alonzo 31, LAXNZO 31. Let me give you a band. I'm gonna give you 1,000. You're a grunt.
Okay.
It's okay. Give you a little 1,000. Cool. Dig what I'm saying? Somebody just dropped 5 gifteds in my Super Saiyan 5 gifteds. So we're gonna give you $5. How about that?
Okay.
We're gonna give you $5,000. Yo, it's cash. It's cash with a Z. You just dropped 10 gifted. You get $10,000. You get $10,000. It's cash. It's cash with a Z. You get $10,000.
And more details keep stacking up. Early on, he says he's giving away $1 million, setting the expectation it's for viewers. But later, he mentions some of that money going to moderators, editors, and his manager. That changes how it feels. Those roles are often already part of a paid setup. So when money meant for viewers gets split, it shifts the perception. Instead of a full giveaway, it feels more complicated. If around $300,000 is going to people in his circle, that leaves closer to $700,000 for viewers. That difference matters because it changes what people thought was promised, but the bigger issue comes from how the stream plays out. Around 6 minutes in, he starts encouraging more support. People begin gifting subs, and sometimes he sends money back like $1,000. That changes the tone completely. Now it starts feeling like spending money could lead to rewards. Viewers might think the more they give, the better their chances. That connection is where things get tricky. Even if nothing illegal is confirmed, that perception alone raises concerns. It links spending to possible rewards, and people notice that fast. The chat also stands out. It's filled with subscribers, and at times people even suggest turning on sub-only mode. Gifted subs explain some of it, but it still creates the impression that being subscribed matters for participation. When you connect everything, the messy ending, the giveaway, and the shift in behavior, it paints a much more complicated picture. Then things escalate. The stream officially switches into sub-only mode at one point, and that becomes a major turning point. Right after that, YourRAGE brings up an idea from Stable Ronaldo, a giveaway inside the giveaway. The plan was $100,000 to anyone who gifted 100 subs.
Ronaldo was calling me.
Oh, let's talk to him.
Yo, Ron!
Make a wheel right now for giving away $100,000 to anyone who gives 100 subs. It's circulate.
Can I do a wheel?
It's a sure.
Can I do a wheel? I am doing a wheel! I'm doing a wheel! I'm doing a wheel!
Even though it didn't fully happen, just suggesting it raised alarms, it starts to look like paying for a chance to win money, which is risky territory. Do the math. One sub is about $5, so 100 subs is around $500 for a shot at $100,000. That kind of setup pushes people to spend big hoping for a return. Even without it happening, the idea alone encouraged that mindset, and that's the issue. It's about what viewers felt pushed toward doing. As the stream goes on, it feels more like viewers are being nudged to spend to stay relevant. That pressure builds quickly. At one point, even YourRAGE seems to realize it looks off. He calls it kind of scummy, but then moves on without really addressing it. That moment stands out.
Do that again, let's do that again, let's do that again. So that means if you gift a big lump sum right now, there's a large chance that your name gets clicked more.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'll give y'all 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Is my like mouse
Yeah,
on
you're on the money.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Oh,
2, 1.
click. Okay, you
That
got
might
one.
be 10 bad.
Eventually, the $100,000 idea gets dropped because the tool stops working. But by then, the direction is already clear. After that, things get even messier. He switches to a random selection method, hovering over chat and clicking usernames live. Some people get $5,000, others $10,000. But there's a problem. When people gift lots of subs, their names flood the chat. That gives them a clear advantage. If your name shows up more, your chances of being picked increase. At that point, it's not really random anymore. It's about visibility. And he even says it directly. He tells viewers gifting more subs increases their chances. That makes the connection obvious. Now it looks less like chance and more like spending influences results.
But chat, I'm about to do another. In a second after we call Jinxie chat, I'm gonna do a 10-second countdown. So save your gifteds to that moment to just blow the gifteds. I'm gonna click. You feel me? Yep.
right.
Okay, so chat, we're gonna do another 15-second countdown. No, we're gonna do the 10-second countdown. And we're gonna be giving away $10,000. I'm gonna look away. Remember, if you could gift one sub to get a chance of winning 10 G's, chat. Come on. Or if you're a lucky typer at the time, you get clicked.
Or yeah, you could also just type.
You could also just type, but the subs are gonna be filling the chat, bro. Like, it just is what it is. So I'm gonna look away right now, counting down from 10.
That's when things start feeling questionable. The whole concept shifts. Instead of just giving back, it starts pushing viewers to spend more for better odds. That's a big change. Yes, technically anyone could still be picked, but it doesn't feel that way anymore as the stream goes on. There are moments where non-subs get picked, but most happen after MrBeast suggests turning off sub-only mode. Once that happens, the stream finally feels more open. Before that, it looks like sub-only mode was active for a long time. That means access was limited. If you weren't subscribed or gifted a sub, you were basically locked out. That's where concerns get stronger.
Also, you should just do somewhere like you turn off subs and you just let them type for free. You know what I mean? For the people who can't afford to.
Can you turn off subs?
Or wait, you should do one where you put it on non-follower mode and just let anyone have a chance.
Okay, bet.
Let them go crazy.
Chat, take it off sub only. Check it off non-follower. Oh, see some grunts in there.
Yeah. Let the people just watch.
To be clear, this is all observation, not legal claims. But when compared to common giveaway rules, the similarities stand out. If participation connects to payment, questions will come up. And here, that pattern repeats. He keeps encouraging subs while picking winners. The loop becomes clear. Spend more, appear more, increase chances. There's even footage of him selecting winners live, and most picked users appear to be subscribed. That suggests the pool is mostly subs. At this point, MrBeast steps in more and pushes for fairness. He suggests opening it up so everyone has a chance. But YourRAGE responds by saying subs will dominate anyway, and if you want better odds, you should subscribe. That directly ties advantage to payment. Then MrBeast pushes again to turn off sub-only mode. Once it happens, the change is instant. The chat opens up, and suddenly non-subs appear everywhere. It becomes clear they were always there, just not participating before. That moment highlights how limited things were earlier. Access wasn't equal. Looking at everything together, it follows a familiar pattern: prize, chance, and possible payment connection. Even if many were already subscribed, actively encouraging subs and linking them to visibility changes the situation. And the numbers prove something shifted. Subs jumped from around 10,000 to over 100,000. That's massive growth in a short time. That kind of spike doesn't happen randomly. It suggests people believe subscribing gave them an advantage. Another big factor is MrBeast's involvement. With his experience, you'd expect clear rules, but everything felt unstructured. No official rules at the start, decisions happening live. It gets messy fast when money is involved. Yes, live streams move quickly, but the lack of structure is a major reason people are questioning this. Without clear rules, everything becomes open to interpretation, and that's where confusion builds. In the end, what started as a community giveaway slowly turns into something that seems to favor those spending more. That contrast stands out. There are moments where it feels open, then long stretches where it doesn't. That inconsistency makes it harder to trust the system. Add in repeated suggestions that subscribing helps, and the perception shifts even more. None of these points alone define it, but together they create something very different from what was first presented. With no clear guidelines, viewers are left figuring it out in real time. And when big money is involved, that brings scrutiny. There were no official rules shown, no clear structure from the start. That lack of documentation matters. This isn't a legal conclusion, just an observation based on common standards. But one thing is clear: the more you look at this situation, the more complicated it gets, and the more questions it raises.